In this video, we're talking about 10 hacks for drum set. Coming up. Hi, I'm Kevin Zahner, and if this is your first time watching Rhythm Notes, please subscribe so we can help you level up your drumming and home recording today. After about 30 years of drumming, I've picked up a lot of tips and tricks over the years, hacks if you want to call them, that have been very helpful, and I wanted to share a few with you today. Hack number 1, use the butt of your sticks. Whenever I saw Vinnie Paul for the first time use the butt of his sticks, I thought, that's awesome. He was so heavy and powerful with his drumming. I played like that for months and months, perhaps even years. It wasn't until I started playing jazz and Latin styles that I realized the butt of the stick was good for cross sticks and other sorts of clave sounds and more deliberate use of the stick versus just looking for raw power. Drum set hack number 2, duct tape for muting drums. Now, it doesn't have to be duct tape, it could be gaff tape or any kind of tape, but it's the particular way that you roll the tape. I first saw an engineer in Dallas do this to my toms, and I thought, wow, what an easy way to add some mass to the tape and be able to just move the tape around if you didn't like where it was. It's great for the studio, and you might need different kinds of dampening for different songs or maybe for different microphones. If you just rip off 2 to 3 inches of tape and roll it up with the sticky side out, you'll be able to stick it on the drum anywhere you want. These days I use moon gels. It effectively does the same thing. The sticky is less intrusive than maybe tape. It doesn't leave behind adhesive, and they're easy to pack in a cymbal bag or a stick bag. Hack number 3, drill a cymbal to slow down the progression of a crack. Hopefully you use the right cymbals for the style of music or for your playing style. Hopefully you never have to go through this. I hate to see a cymbal damaged or abused, but if it happens, and it does happen, all you have to do is drill one edge and then the other, and it should stop. Hack number 4, this is not really a hack, it's a performance technique, and a lot of people know this technique, but some people don't. Play the edge of the hi-hat with the shoulder of the stick for your accents. This also means you're going to play the unaccented notes with the tip of your stick on the top of the cymbal. If you're looking for free drum lessons that explore that hi-hat technique and more, there's a link or two in the description below to rhythmnotes.net. Hack number 5, keep time on the rim. I often try these grooves on the toms. It gives you a nice knocking sound, which can be louder if you use the shoulder and more of the shaft of the stick, or even softer if you use the part of the stick that's closer to the tip. It just depends on what you're looking for in your tracks or in your groove. I like it because the kick and the snare stand out a little bit more, plus it's a nice contrast to the cymbals, especially if you really want the mix to focus on the kick and the snare, the drums and the groove, and maybe the vocals or a lead line. Hack number 6, raise your seat for better ergonomics. Posture is everything, and I've found that raising my seat so that my hip is just a little bit above my knee, it works better in terms of moving around the drums. My arms and shoulders are in better alignment with the way I position the drums and the cymbals, and the heel down kick drum technique works better like this. I think it's just the alignment of my muscles and legs and bones, but maybe it's different for you. Maybe sitting lower is better for you. For most drummers, sitting a little bit higher works better in the long run. In fact, the older and more experienced I've seen drummers get, they tend to sit a little higher, and their snare drum is usually tilted a little bit less toward them and perhaps even flat, and if they're playing traditional, it's tilted to one side. Hack number 7, invert your splash cymbal and put it on your crash. If you don't have room for a splash cymbal mount, perhaps this is all you can do. I figured this out one day just looking at other players and realizing I forgot my splash cymbal mount, but I had the splash cymbal. Tore apart the felt and used half of it below the splash and half of it on top. I didn't have to buy new felts. In fact, it helped me maintain enough of the plastic so that I didn't have metal cymbal on metal cymbal stand. That's no good. That'll promote cracking and then even notching into the cymbal. Hack number 8, play a shaker in one hand and the stick in the other. Instead of playing hi-hats or ride on pretty much every groove, this hack works great for a lot of pop songs, Latin songs, and other kinds of songs that could use a shaker or just really just changing up the hi-hat sound. Hack number 9, use your finger to tune the drum. So if you place your finger in the center of the drum, it's going to cancel out a lot of the resonance of the drum head opposite where you want to tune. When you're tuning a drum head, you want to tap the head near the tension rods that you're trying to tune. Now compare the neighboring tension rods as well as the opposite tension rods from those same ones you're comparing. When you put your finger in the center of the drum, it gives you just better isolation on the pitches of the head near those rods. Tune carefully and tune slowly. You don't want to stray too far from the resonant frequency of the drum itself. Hack number 10, this is an old Ringo Starr trick. Place towels or t-shirts, or he used actually like tea towels and stuff like that, on the heads of the drums to dampen them. This creates a different type of sound for the drums, the toms, whether it's on the snare or the toms or even the kick drum, which is cool if it's certain tracks. Perhaps you want to put more effects on a certain layer in the tracks and then play heavier, louder drums in another part of the song or on top of those tracks. I'm sure there's like 100 other hacks out there. Please, if you have any ideas, things that you do regularly, some of your tips or anything on this list that reminded you of something that you do, share us in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that like button. Please subscribe if this is your first time here, and thanks for watching. Bye.